Welcome back, once again adventurers, to Let's Play BlazBlue Calamity Trigger. In the last episode, Nu found herself within the cathedral headquarters of the NOL here in Kagutsuchi, where she ran into Jin Kisaragi, who mistakenly believed her to be none other than his own sister Saya from happier days. Unfortunately, Nu did not know who Saya was, and as a result, Jin's delusion asserted itself back into reality, and thus Jin was determined to destroy the very individual whom he saw as being responsible for the fate of the world, such as it is. But needless to say, Nu 13 has dealt with Jin Kisaragi, but is now here within the cauldron where she has slept all this time. And she is now face to face with one of her sister Murakumo units, Mu 12, also known as Noel Vermilion.
I can't hear anything.
And there is no sign of Ragna. Or is there? Or maybe this is further memories of the Murakumo units that were destroyed by Ragna's blade.
Ragna?
And yet Ragna does not speak, because as he told Nu in a past incarnation, he is here to destroy her. It's the sole reason why he's been destroying hierarchical cities left and right. Well, he's not really there to destroy the cities themselves, he is there to destroy the cauldrons in possession of the NOL.
I can't hear you. What are you saying? Hey, Ragna.
Yeah, just as I thought.
That hurts. Stop it, Ragna!
And yet Ragna will never be able to hear Nu's voice, because Nu is attempting to speak through the slumbering presence of her fellow Murakumos, all of whom cannot converse with Ragna whatsoever. But even if they could, nothing would stop Ragna from destroying the Murakumo units.
You want to fight me?
An interesting question, to be sure.
Activate termination protocol.
Well, it's time for Nu 13 to battle her sister Mu 12, Noel Vermilion. It's time to pit the power of Murakumo against the might of Bulwark, and see which one prevails. Let's do this. It's you might have range, but Nu is more than prepared. Try and get some momentum back. There we go. Get out of this corner. It's time for that bullet dance. Boom! That was Nu's other distortion attack, but we weren't able to defeat her with it. But we will, ooh, we're stunned there. Ooh, and I could have actually finished her off with the that distortion attack, but
complete. No one can destroy me.
it was not to be, and Nu is absolutely true to her word, because she still has that incredible reincarnation ability that keeps her alive, even though she herself suffers numerous wounds. But the same cannot be said for Noel.
Termination of clone.
Yeah, so somewhere in the Murakumo's programming, no single Murakumo can ever be in the presence of another. Why that is probably due to the safeguards in the Murakumo units, although I can't be too sure on that.
Finally, it's quiet.
That was the life of Noel Vermillion. The sky is high and blue. The light is gentle and warm. This is a dream. The dream of someone far away. The dream of someone forgotten by time. But a familiar dream at that. Because that boy here has a very familiar hairstyle, doesn't he? Indeed he does. The wind that tosses my hair and the smell of the flowers around me. It's all a dream.
Ragna?
A dream of not news memories, but of possibly of Ragna's sister Saya. Perhaps not unlike a manner similar to what Jin was going through the first time round.
Oh, it's really you, Ragna!
But lo and behold, Ragna was actually here in person. And that can mean only one thing. His mission to destroy the Murakumo units. But of course, as we can see, Nu is already active. Which doesn't bode well for Ragna. I can speak. I can see Ragna. I think I'll finally be complete this time. I can finally touch him. Feel him.
So you woke up, huh? What a pain in the ass.
Indeed. For you, at least.
Long time no see! Which time was this?
I've actually lost count. Third from your perspective, but we've actually fought Nu more times than we can actually count.
Did you come to kill me again?
Yes, indeed he did.
Not to kill. To destroy.
Well, that was me, forgetting the words that I myself had just spoken a moment ago.
They're both one and the same. It really hurt last time when you slashed me. Over and over again.
Indeed, and this time we actually got a glimpse of that from Nu's perspective.
Shut up.
Well, somebody's in a bad mood. Is it because we didn't get to talk last time? And the time before? But today we're fine. See? I even have a body I can talk with this time.
I told you to shut up.
Yeah, we've heard this before.
Oh, Ragna. You're not happy?
I said shut up! That face, that voice, don't you dare talk to me like that!
Yeah, it's hard to actually confront artificial life form that actually has the appearance of your own sibling, to be sure. Now, yeah. And of course, as I've said before, Ragna's behavior towards Nu very much similar to Jin's behavior towards Noel, given the fact that both of them happen to somehow have the same appearance as Saya.
I'm here to destroy you, that's all there is to it! There's nothing we need to talk about!
What about the memories of happier days?
Why? Why are you so mad? Oh, you're injured! Who did that to you?
I think that would either be Jin or Hakumen. Since we beat Jin, I'm going with Hakumen.
It's got nothing to do with you. Don't make me repeat myself.
But Ragnar is determined to destroy all the Murakumo units that the NOL have.
No, you can't do that! We finally got to meet again! And I finally get to talk to you! I can hear your voice, and I can embrace you with these hands. We've finally been reunited and you say such terrible things.
Yeah, really not liking the creepy expression on your face there, Nu. Ragnar, I think you're destroying the Murakumo units while Nu was trying to communicate with you is the cause of her yandere personality. So, kudos.
So I can't change your mind, huh?
No, you cannot, because this has already happened before and it will happen again.
It's too late for me to ask for your forgiveness. You can hate me. Resist to your heart's content, but no matter what you do, I will still have to destroy you.
There is an emotion at the core of Nu's heart for you, Ragna, and hate is not it.
I see. Then, how would you like it? Gentle? Or a bit more rough, perhaps?
Yeah, as I said about Carl, you only have yourself to blame for this. You brought this on yourself, Ragna. Seems like Nu's yandere tendencies towards Ragna will be taken to the next level, it seems.
The wheel of fate is turning.
Anyway, it's time to battle with the cauldron turning in the background. Need to hit you as much as possible.
Move it! Inferno Divider!
None of that, please, good sir. It's time for Nu to actually give you special treatment. Boom! There's that sword of darkness.
It's our destiny, Ragna. That's why you can't change it. The two of us are going to become one.
Indeed. And thus the Black Beast will be born yet again for the, well, I've lost count. I wrap my arms around Ragna. He's covered in blood. I can feel him breathing in my ear. It's warm. It feels good.
If that's really my destiny, I'll crush it.
Yeah, I doubt that you of all people can stand up against the Black Beast, considering the fact that you are destined to become it. My sword pierces both of us. Our blood mixes. It feels so good. Seems like Nu's love for Ragna has become something truly morbidly twisted, hence the yandere. While Ragna glares at Nu with an expression of absolute hate and contempt, Nu's expression is that of ecstatic joy.
Why you?
See, Ragna? Let's go lay somewhere warm.
Blood pours out of our wounds, and I feel us beginning to fuse it together, the power of the Murakumo uniting with the Azure Grimoire.
Damn you! Let go of me!
As the two prepare to throw themselves, well, Nu prepares to throw the both of them into the cauldron.
No way. We were supposed to fall in there. Together.
And yet it seems that that's not happening this time. Strange. Oh no, it is. I hold on to Ragna and fall backwards into the cauldron, into a warm, eternal world of Azure.
You bitch! Let go! Let go of my brother!
And there is Jin Kisaragi, right on time and on cue. Someone runs towards us, but they're too late.
Oh, we're falling. Melting. Ragna. Ragna. We'll be together. Forever and ever.
Complete annihilation of the 13th hierarchical city Kagutsuchi confirmed. Phase number 724 completed successfully. System operating within normal limits. Transmitting all data to Tamagahara. The system will now proceed to phase number 725.
And there is that system announcement for Takamagahara, not Tamagahara. That is a typo error there. But the alternate truth is yet to be found. But It seems that history has once again repeated itself. And, oh, that is interesting, but we shall ignore that flash of light for the time being, because we actually still have to find the truth to Nu's story. So when we return, adventurers, we shall seek out the truth behind Nu's story. As always, until next we meet.